Please ignore my dog howling upstairs. My family just left to go run some errands and help out our mama, so he's distraught by that. Hi, it's Mason. I'm here to show you a flip through of my 34th journal. I got this journal in a pack of 3 with 2 other ones. Like, one of them was like rainbowy flowers, like on a white background. It looked really nice, very like springy. And then one of them was like all these rainbow macarons, which I think of like Disneyland Paris and stuff, because they had like a really cool pride parade kind of thing going on. And I cried so much when I saw bits of it online. I'm just like, I love it. But this one had like ribbons, like rainbow ribbons, and I covered it with a yellow cardstock paper or scrapbook paper type paper. It's a little thinner than like thick card. It's a relatively thin paper, so I was able to fold it easy, and there was no like distress on it on the crease. And when I folded it in half and I put it over, it was just barely able to cover the edges of this, so I took some black washi tape and I just made like a black border around it to kind of just frame it and make the yellow really pop. And then I took a like a half stencil thing I got at Walmart, and I went over it with some mustard seed vintage photo, and then I took some gold paint, like gold acrylic paint, some brown Crayola, and then I just took a brown pen and traced a few of them just to have like some of the yellow polka dots. And then I traced over this again, the whole thing with the same brown pen. I took a black Sharpie and wrote "Be Happy," and I went over the black lettering with white gel pen because some of this black was mixing with the brown a little too much, like it was a little hard to tell what it was. I took some of these bee stickers that I have, and I drew a bunch of flight lines, and yeah, and then I put 34 because it's the 34th journal that I worked on. I'm on 35 now. This filled up in the entire month of May. I do love how it's shiny on the gold, and it's just nice little touch. Not too much, doesn't distract from anything. And also, for people who are wondering what I use to cover my journals to protect them, I just use T-Rex tape, but honestly, you can use any kind of clear packaging tape. Because what I used to do is I would go over, on some of my older journals, like my much older ones, I just did Mod Podge. Like I did Mod Podge, collage, then more Mod Podge. But I noticed that some of them were peeling up, so I discovered that, or I just kind of figured out that I could put like clear packaging tape on it. I'm not claiming this idea as my own. I'm pretty sure a million people do this. But yeah, I just kind of fold it over and stuff, and it protects it really well, and it adds a nice little shiny finish. Which I'm not mad about a shiny finish. It just kind of makes it stand out a little bit more, I think. This is definitely one of those journal covers that I'm super, super proud of. Like, I love this cover. Anyway, this journal belongs to Paige. I didn't add my address. I just put my phone number in case anyone wants to call me. I don't want to give out my address to just anybody unless I can meet up with someone respectfully and all that stuff, or if like it's like a last resort if I have to give out my address and stuff. I got some bee stamps, or I have a bee stamp I got this at like the dollar section at Michael's. I think Sherry Litton had this, and she said that she got the same thing at one of those, and I'm like, well, I gotta hunt for it, so I did, and I finally found it, and I cried. I was like, it's so cute. May calendar, very exciting. Nothing going on except my sister's birthday and lady times. Great. The joys of genders, I swear. The joys of a gender. That should be like the memoir of a non-binary person. The joys of a gender, quote unquote. And I had ordered a case for my Nintendo Switch Lite, and then I ordered a micro SD card for my Nintendo Switch Lite because a game that I pre-ordered took up over half of my Switch's internal storage. So I'm like, well, shit, if I want to get more games or whatever, I'm gonna have to get a micro SD card. And plus the case is a little hard to hold, or the Switch itself is a little wonky to hold. so I have a case that's even more wonky to hold, so I just kind of keep it on for protection. It's really not all that bad, but yeah. And I think this day I got my laptop came in today, and it's super nice. It actually works. It's like up to speed. It's really fast. I don't have to like click on something 3 million times in order for it to just register. Monster Prom doesn't lag on it, even though I still don't have my save storage file back up. So yeah, I had to start all over again, but that's alright. I have Monster Prom on the Switch now too, so I can do whatever at my own pace. So I can relive Monster Prom on 2 platforms, and then when Monster Camp comes out, whenever that may be, or Monster Prom Reverse, whenever that comes out too, yeah, it'll be great. I love Monster Prom, okay? I have been playing a bit of it with, I played a round with Laura's Pages, and it was so much fun. I really want to do it again with her or anybody else who's interested. It's so much fun. So much fun. And it works really well. I don't know if it's synced up to like the voice chat feature, but it really shouldn't. I think it should, but I have to double check. I don't know how that works. But anyway, speaking of Animal Crossing, I mean, I also played Animal Crossing with Laura's Pages too. She printed out a picture of it in her journal, and I was in like a Chip Skylark cosplay with my character, and she was walking around my house and stuff like that, and it was, I felt like really touched and flattered when she had a picture of me in her journal like that and was like writing about it. I'm just like, like, I felt like a celebrity or something. Like, I don't know, like it felt weird. But this day I got terraforming, the terraforming ability in New Horizons, and I'm pretty much completely demolishing a river that I have because I don't like how it just encases one section. I get it, that's kind of the point. When you start out, you're supposed to have such limited space and resources. Because they took a bit of like a survival game, or like a build-up game. I love New Horizons. It's a lot of a work in progress, but it's getting there. It's getting some good stuff added to it, and I've looked at some data mine videos and stuff like that from what people have found in the game's coding. There's gonna be some good stuff coming. I just don't know when or how it's gonna work. But I'm excited for it nonetheless. But yeah, I cut out a picture of Lloyd here from the sticker book that I have. I pretty much cut it up more than used the stickers, which is kind of funny. And then I put a sticky note of a speech bubble, and I wrote, "Be sure to wear your hard hat." I love Lloyd. He's such a simple fellow. I think Groids are supposed to come back into the game soon. There's gonna be like a whole entire exhibit based on them in the museum. Now, I don't know if we're gonna have to dig for them like we did in past games, or if there's gonna be a new way to collect Groids, but yeah, I think it should be fun. They're not my favorite part of New Leaf. Like I said, I've only really played New Leaf in Pocket Camp, but they're pretty cute. Some of them are pretty cool. I met my nephew for the very first time this day, and I love him so much. Like, I love him so freaking much. Like, he's so cute. He's so little, but he's also like a little chunky baby. Like, I got him a Take Me to the Mouse onesie when I went to Disney World in December, and he can't fit in it because he's so chunky, and I'm like, oh no. So, but yeah, I do have a matching banana button-up shirt and a matching Lion King button-up shirt that I plan to wear. They're too big for him right now, but whenever he's able to wear them, I'm gonna take so many pictures of us in those stupid things. You're gonna think I'm like a mother in a maternity shoot with him, like holding my baby with like matching shirts and stuff. Like, it's gonna be so funny. I'm gonna be like the most extra relative of his. I'm still kind of debating on if I want him to call me aunt or uncle, or I would like the term uncle, like aunt uncle mixes. I don't think there's really any gender neutral term for relative like that, but anyway, I think I watched a video about like the language Tagalog, I think is how it's pronounced. Please pardon me. It's like the language of the Philippines, and it's completely gender neutral. Like, they don't have like specific words for like mother, father, sibling. They have like sibling, relative, he, she, them kind of thing. Like, it's a really interesting thing. It's just like, why can't a lot of languages just adapt that crap? Yeah. I did like a sort of like minimally collage. Like I got inspired by a lot of I follow a lot of journalers, and a lot of them do like collages like this where they just do like minimal-ish things. Like they take a few images, some scrap papers, and it's really like artsy fartsy and stuff, and I really love it. So I decided to try my hand at it, and I really love how this turned out. I think it's really, really cool. And then I just kind of collage in the corners of the pages so I could kind of make it a bit cohesive. Like, I guess I'll show it up, pull it up a little bit. Daylight Dreams, and then Hold On, in between the heart hands. Sunset Heart Hands. I love that commercial. Sunset Heart Hands! Just take that picture! And then Sweet Wonder, and then Remind Me of the Happiness. It was my sister's birthday, and yeah, I got to see my nephew again this day, and this was the last time I saw my dad's side, and yeah, this is the last time I was in the physical presence of my dad's side. And then this was Mother's Day. My youngest sister and I helped our mom plant sunflower seeds for the garden because she loves sunflowers. I wanted to do like a whole page of like giraffes, and then we ended up planting a bunch of sunflowers. I'm like, well, I got a sunflower washi tape, it's all good. I didn't know whether to do sunflowers and giraffes because I have like a specific set of images in mind, like I guess like aesthetic-y images or art in mind, but I don't know how to go about doing that or drawing it or whatever, because my mom likes giraffes and she likes sunflowers. So oh my gosh, this poor dog, he's all alone upstairs. They just left like what, 15 minutes ago, I think, and he's just so heartbroken. The past couple of days after that were kind of rough. On the Monday after Mother's, the day after Mother's Day on Monday, I called my dad and my grandmother on speakerphone, and I talked with them. I came out to them as non-binary, and it pretty much went as I thought it was going to. And yeah, I'm done with them. I'm done with the toxicity. I'm done with the homophobic bullshit. I'm done with their Trump ass kissing. Yeah, I'm done with having to just casually sit there and listen to my dad pull up like homophobic hate speech videos, unprovoked, mind you. Like we were just like, we would be like sitting on the couch at my grandma's house and just watching Disney videos, like attraction videos or whatever, like whatever the case may be, and then out of fucking nowhere he'll pull up like a transgender people are sick, they need to go to conversion camps and stuff, or they're like, people can identify as anything. If I identify as an attack helicopter, does that consider me an attack helicopter? It's like, what the hell were we talking about provoked this? What were we doing that provoked this? Nothing. And then he just like turns it off and pretends like nothing happened. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm done with them. I am done with them. I don't care to see them ever again. I am throwing away that last name entirely because I don't want to be associated with such negativity, and it's so stupid. It's dumb. I also came out to one of my aunts on that side over text, and you know, I explained to her, like, I'm cutting them off. They don't deserve my company if they're not going to respect me and use the name and pronouns that I would prefer to be addressed as. And she's like, well, you hurt my mother, you hurt my mother, you can't just do that, we're family. It's just like, blood's not a fucking ball and chain. Goodbye. And like, family's what you make it. Blood has little to nothing to do with it. Blood can hate blood. What does that have to do with anything? Like, I am so done with that half of the family. Like, fuck all of them. They can take their Bible and kiss it, I don't care. Or they can fuck it, I don't give a shit. Stick it up their asses. Apparently there's like 2 of them already up there. Anyway, a new game came out, the game that I pre-ordered, which was Project Diva Megamix, came out. Oh, and also this is a Tasty Peach Studios sticker. I got it at Cincinnati Comic Expo that I went to in September, and I wanted to put it on my Switch if it was in yellow, but I ended up getting the gray one instead, which is fine. And I put it on the cover, and I just put this little speech bubble and it says, "You're dead to me." I love like cutesy stuff with like really aggressive text, or like I love like profanities in calligraphy or like really fancy fonts, or like cutesy things. Like it's like a certain like funny aesthetic that I love. But yeah, anyway, Project Diva Mega Mix came out on the Switch that I pre-ordered on as a digital copy. And then before I was able to play it, I had to go to the post office to deliver a or to ship out a package to someone who I was doing a swap with. We were exchanging Princess comic minifigures. I still have a bunch of spare ones, but I'm specifically looking for Snow White, Tiana. From Series 1, I'm looking for pretty much just Tiana, Rapunzel, and Eugene. And then in Wave 2, I'm looking for Snow White and Prince Charming. And because the ones that I originally had on the list, I have 3 of them removed because I swapped her 3. We swapped 3 each, so it's all good. And so yeah, I'm really excited. I hope to find somebody else that has a spare Prince Charming, Snow White, or a Tiana, or a Rapunzel and Eugene from Series 1, but I know Series 1's really hard to come by. But you never know. Anyway, this game's really fun. I don't play it for like really competitive purposes or just to be like a pro at it. I just play it for fun. The highest I can pretty much go is normal, but I will sometimes dabble in hard mode. I don't really play on easy because sometimes easy I think about it too much and then I screw up too much. But I have gotten 100% on some songs, which is really, really fun. I did a similar thing to the cover on these pages. I just took that half sheet, like this is literally as big as it is. It's not a full sheet or whatever of a honeycomb pattern. I just took mustard seed, fossilized amber, and vintage photo and just kind of layered them together and wrote over them with a brown pen, and I put bee stickers, or bee stamp again, which is really fun. I said I was wanting to collage more, and I was at the halfway point, so I did a sunflower, honeys, bees, and Pooh Bear collage, and I did reply to some pen pal letters. I haven't finished a bunch of them yet, but I do have some that I'm ready to send out, and I'm gonna probably put them in the mailbox soon because I feel bad. I'm so sorry to all the pen pals that I have, and I haven't replied to any of their letters yet. Like, I'm so bad at replying. And I completely understand if you don't want to be pen pals, like regular pen pals anymore, but I am so apologetic about it. Oh my gosh, what's going on upstairs? Oh, that poor thing, he's a yapping. Anyway, our dog's extra right now, he's very extra. But yeah, again, it's my favorite kind of aesthetic is fuck bitches get honey with like Pooh Bear and stuff. I just thought this was really funny to do. And then just 2 images I wanted to put in here, but I didn't know what to do with. This one says the dandelions and buttercups gild all the lawn, the drowsy bee stumbles among the clover tops, and summer sweetens all to me, by James Russell Lowell. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. And then it's spring again, the earth is like a child that knows poems by heart, by Rainer Maria Reich or Rilke. I don't know how to pronounce that last name either. Yeah, I kind of already discussed what happened over the phone when I was working on this, because I did a video about these pages and stuff. I really love how these turned out too. I love the little polka dots and the little Pooh Bear Tsum Tsum stickers. Oh, I went to Dollar Tree with my mom, and I got this book of images. It's called Art for the Traditional Home. Again, this is at Dollar Tree. This whole thing was $1. And it says it was originally $22.99 in US dollars. and it's literally just a bunch of images. It's like one-sided, and they're on perforated pages, so you can tear them out and you can frame them, you can collage with them, you can do honest to god whatever you want with them. And like I said, this was $1, so I picked this up like something quick, and I wanted to pick up another one to maybe send to someone, or send some of the images to them, or keep multiples, because some of these are really, really cool. And this was one of the images that was in that book. I wrote Dear Diary on it. I drew some random white lines and brown lines on it. I highlighted some parts with white, and I heavily shaded some parts with the black Sharpie to give it a bit more contrast, I guess, because it looked a little solid in some cases. And I also got these like sassy stickers from Dollar Tree, and it says, I find socializing to be exhausting, and it's honestly my mood right now because work's been kicking my butt. I don't know how people can do first shift hours, but I applaud them, because those things fucking suck. Just kind of simple decorating. Also, this washi tape with the bananas is Scratch and Sniff. It smells kind of cinnamony. Like, it smells almost like a banana bread, which is really good, but I don't like bananas, but, you know, they're yellow. And I have these banana stickers. I got them at a Five Below a while ago, and I just thought they were cute, so I thought, why not? I just took fossilized amber, and I applied it to the bottom of the page, and I used this skeleton T-Rex stamp that I have, and I just put rawr, like a scene kid, rawr. And then I have this happy face stamp that I applied. I did another collage with sunflowers. I've been really like loving the color yellow and sunflowers and bees and just all this like warm golden loving stuff, and it's nice. Also, I took some of these little square thingies off of a paint chip or a paint swatch thing from Home Depot, because my mom had to go pick up some. My mom wants to paint the porch white, like the back patio white, and then she wants to paint like some of the like the dowels around it rainbow colors, like almost like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, like all around it and stuff. So it's like a little touch of color. It's really fun, and I just took one of the yellow ones and I peeled them all up. I just took a bunch of sunflower images. I know this isn't technically a sunflower, but it just looks kind of like one, so I just kind of counted it. And I was playing more on my Switch, Animal Crossing and stuff. And also, I officially got my schedule for work this day. Like, I was told in the group text that, you know, the people that are in this group chat are going to be able to come in and work. This is who you're having come back when we open up on the 1st for, you know, partial dine-in and stuff. And I finally got my schedule and all this other stuff. And I was saying I was craving sushi from Yuppie Kroger. So we have like 3 or 4 Krogers relatively close to me. The Yuppie Kroger, it's near more my friend's house, and it's got like a Starbucks in the middle of it. It's got they make sushi there. They have like it's a little bit more high end. But then we also have Bougie Kroger, which is like, it's got all that. Like, I think it's got like a Starbucks, and it's got like a jewelry store in it too. So that's the Bougie Kroger. It's really funny how we have like, what Kroger did you go to? Yuppie Kroger, Bougie Kroger, Quickie Kroger. Like, because the Kroger that's more near us is like a quick In-N-Out Kroger. Like, there's nothing special about it. It's just like, it's just for groceries and like the bare necessities, but it's really kind of small. Like, it almost has like Quickie Mart feels. Like, this is why we call it the Quickie Kroger. And then I did like a lemon and candy theme. Yeah, and I also came out to, I also told all my coworkers and stuff in the group chat that, hey, I came out to my family as non-binary. Could you guys please address me as Mason and all that stuff? And yeah, like, they were all like, yeah, cool, no problem. And I'm like, I did skip the next couple of days, but or not the last days, but like the last couple of pages, which is fine. Did a pen test. I know there's some pink in here, but I got like a pen kit from Five Below for $5, like a fountain pen kit. My god, it sucks. Like all the ink is super watery, and they all got glitter in it, so like I have to shake the jars for the glitter to show up, and it's all gold glitter, which is not a problem, but it's like I don't really want glitter. Like I feel like it's gonna clog or jam up the pen. And then when I tried to write with it again to like test it on other papers, it started to leak. So I'm like, well, it was $5, it's really cheap, so I have to invest in an actual fountain pen. So yeah. So that was journal number 34. This entire color palette was pretty much just yellow, orange, and brown, but mostly like yellows and golds and stuff. I really love how this journal turned out, and I love the size of it. I definitely will try to use the other two in this pack again relatively soon, maybe. But yeah, I really love the collages that I made in this. I want to do more collages, but with my current journal, it's a little bit intimidating because it's such big pages. This is my current journal. I nicknamed it Ariel because of obvious reasons. I decorated this a while ago, and then I open it up, and it's got Jodi Benson's autograph, and I don't really mind that it has my dead name in it, because I wasn't 100%, like I was still kind of figuring myself out back then, but I was like sampling the idea of Mason and stuff, of the name Mason, and then I have our picture together, and I keep thinking of that amazing convention, and it was just so magical. I just covered up the back of that page because there was some of the Sharpie bled through, but not a lot. Like it was just ghosting heavily. So I just covered up with a quick little collage. And then my calendar, which I need to update a bit with my work schedule for next week, or for this week I should say, and other things. I'm not really going to explain too terribly much. But I think maybe if I do like a journal with me video soon, which I really want to do again, I'll most likely talk about what happened when I first got back to work, because it was just so much fun. It had this big blue envelope in the back, and I decorated a lot of it with some mermaid or aquatic or oceanic themes. And I'm trying to do like a small Ariel sticker collage. Like some of these bubble stickers were from I have like an entire sticker book of nothing but Ariel stickers. So this was all the leftovers from that one page. It was just some bubbles and some of these fish and lobsters and other ocean life. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just slap them on the back, no problem. I don't know what to do with bubbles anyway. So yeah, that was a sneak peek at this one, but a major flip through of my 34th journal. I do hope that you guys are staying safe. I hope that everyone is doing well. I know the world's very scary right now, and I might not have said much about the protests and stuff, but I am trying to educate myself on what's going on. I am trying to promote what I think, like what I need to and stuff, and I am trying my best to just be a better ally, human overall, and I hope that we can all evolve from what's going on and change our society as a whole for hopefully the better. So with all that being said and done, I will see you guys later, and I love you all, and have a great day. Bye!